the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Happening now at 9, covering the entire DMV. Campus controversy. Why the University of Maryland says student safety has been put at risk lately as an investigation is launched into Greek life activities. Coming up. And safety in the district. The major moves leaders are taking with the hopes to tackle crime as offenses have already dropped statistically so far this year. And to the polls. Primary election in Virginia just days away. What you need to know ahead of Super Tuesday's high-stakes vote.
And the weather is dry as we speak. We're looking at a dry Sunday. So when will we see some rain showers back into the picture? When will we need that umbrella? I'll have the answer coming up.
Looking forward to it. Thank you, Scott. And thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 9 this Saturday evening. I'm Ben Dennis. More on that controversy from the University of Maryland in just a moment. We do have some breaking news developing in the district. Pepco reports that over 1,500 customers in the district and additional outages are happening in Prince George's County right now. Customers in the dark. No word on what caused those outages, but officials say they expect power to be restored around 11 p.m. Stay with us. We'll continue to keep you updated as we learn more. In Virginia, Fairfax County police say that they've arrested a teenager after a fatal crash back in November. Officials say the teen, 17 years old at the time, was driving under the influence at Falls Church when he lost control of an SUV full of 4 other teens. They were ejected after not wearing seatbelts. One of those teens died. The teen who was charged, including the 3 others, were seriously hurt but are now okay. The unnamed driver is facing several charges, including DUI-related manslaughter. And we're still working to learn more out of Montgomery County after a teenage girl died after police believe she may have been train surfing in Silver Spring. That's when somebody is riding on top of the exterior of a train car. Metro Transit police were on scene yesterday morning at the Silver Spring station. Riders in the area, no doubt disheartened by what happened.
I am saddened to hear that. I am saddened for her parents and all the people that she knew, and saddened for younger people, and I hope it's a lesson from this, but it's just sad, and hope I don't have to hear that again.
Right now, there's little details on what happened surrounding the 15-year-old's death. We'll keep you updated. D.C. police have arrested a 15-year-old boy for the murder of a Lyft driver. 31-year-old Nasrat Yar was shot inside his vehicle back in July, you may remember. Security video right here from that incident. Authorities say he was a husband, father of 4, and help our troops in the Middle East as a translator in Afghanistan before leaving that country during America's pullout in 2021. His cousin talked to DC News Now in July after the incident.
We leave a country because of security and fight and wars. He thought America is safe. That's why he brought his kids here.
The reckless actions of these teens cost a man's life and shattered a family just starting out on their journey in this country.
Boy faces first-degree murder charges. Investigators are still looking for several other people who may have been involved. And back to those developments in College Park, Maryland. A campus crackdown by the University of Maryland after the school believes student safety was put at risk. Right now, fraternity and sorority activity has been suspended indefinitely. DC News Now's Dave Laval joins us from campus with the latest as the school investigates.
Members of several organizations we spoke to here along Fraternity Row did not want to discuss what happened. However, administrators claim they had no choice but to take the action they did.
I find that a little shocking.
Patrick Caswell does not belong to a fraternity, but he's fine with University of Maryland administrators suspending all activities for campus fraternities and sororities.
I think safety, especially student safety, in America in public institutions is a really hot button topic, and I think keeping people's health and safety a priority is a pretty good move, in my opinion.
The university has not said which organizations prompted the action, but in a letter Friday following an emergency meeting Thursday, the Office of Student Conduct and the Department of Fraternity and Sorority Life indicated several Greek chapters held events that threatened student safety. The letter doesn't explicitly cite hazing, but urges Greek Life to review the school's hazing policy.
I support the university supporting students.
Liz DeBarberi is not part of a sorority. She's okay with the university's decision.
I think it's important that the university is considering student safety as opposed to the social constructs of college. I think that student safety is a priority over that.
The university also bars recruitment efforts indefinitely and will notify prospective members of what happened. The crackdown also bans groups from hosting any event on or off campus where alcohol is present.
The university will launch an investigation into the matter. Any punishment will be determined by what that investigation finds. At the University of Maryland, Dave Laval, DC News Now.
All right, thanks to Dave. Plenty to cover there and plenty to cover in your forecast. Scott Sumner at the helm. A beautiful shot over our nation's capital and the National Mall. Hey there, Scott.
Hello, Ben. Hello to you. 49 degrees is where we currently stand. Partly cloudy skies are being seen at the moment, but I expect more clouds to build in overnight tonight in places and some fog around as well. How about temperatures? Because there'll be some clouds and fog around in places, well, we won't be seeing those temperatures dipping down into the 30s here, at least in the district. We'll see those now pretty much into the mid-40s by the time we get to around 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning before starting to head the other direction, getting back into the 50s and eventually into the 60s, lower 60s for tomorrow afternoon. The rain is long gone, as you can see here on our latest satellite radar view. You can see where those rain showers are now up towards Boston and places like eastern Connecticut and Rhode Island. So for us, we're looking fine, except for, again, some fog in the morning here from 6 to 7 o'clock potentially, and mostly cloudy skies around 9 o'clock or so, 51 degrees. That's your breakfast forecast. And then what are we looking at as far as weather headlines? Well, again, some fog overnight tonight. Next rain chance will come in late on Monday. Unsettled week ahead as we have several storm systems to move on through, and we'll have steady at above average temperatures here for the beginning of March. We'll talk about it and show it to you with that 7-day forecast coming up.
Plenty ahead. Thank you, Scott. Staying in the district, Mayor Muriel Bowser and district officials hosted a meeting just today with neighborhood leaders to discuss public safety. Bowser presented an overview of recent crime and discussed how the community could work together toward those safety goals, also addressing questions directly from advisory neighborhood commissioners.
Some suggested that there were things that were missing from the crime bill that they want us also to address. I found that the questions kind of ran the gamut, although I think there were more questions about youth and how we can focus on youth.
The mayor says that she expects that crime bill, which focuses on open-air drug markets and retail theft, to pass in City Council come Tuesday. In Maryland, Montgomery County officials are celebrating all things comics today in Germantown for MoComCon. Say that 5 times fast. The event featured writing workshops, storytelling sessions, and professional comic panels.
What we like to do with this event is to bring the joy of fandom of comic books, the freedom to read, to be able to get knowledge. It's something that we're very proud to say that we as libraries do for the community, and it'll continue to grow into the future.
The event also featured art and essay contests where artists could enter their work for a chance to be published on the Montgomery County Public Library website. The Fairfax Connector bus strike, it's on day 10. Union workers are still calling for better pay and benefits from their contractor, Transdev. The union says that they plan to meet with the transit company for the second time since the strike began, meeting planned for next week. Super Tuesday, it is just days away. 16 states, including Virginia, will hold their primary elections. Our Tosin Fakile sat down with a political campaign expert with our colleagues over at The Hill for a preview of Super Tuesday.
First of all, what can we expect on Super Tuesday with all the candidates and delegates that are up for grabs?
Well, it's great to be with you. So yes, we're going to see 16 states and the American Samoa, where we're going to see those voters in all of those states casting ballots on the Republican primary, where it's going to be a continual matchup between former President Trump and former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley. Not all of the delegates needed to, see a winner established for the GOP presidential nominee. No candidate is basically essentially going to run away with the nomination after Super Tuesday. 854 delegates are going to be awarded on Super Tuesday, but it's going to push Trump closer to the nomination, assuming that he wins the majority of these states as is projected by this recent polling, or it could be a longer stretch if Nikki Haley performs better than expected. But that's sort of the lace that we have right now.
And like you were saying, this could mean something either way. Trump has beat Haley in all the primaries so far. Can Haley take Virginia because she rallied here, or does Trump really have this in the bag?
The polling that we've seen so far has suggested that this is really Trump's to lose at this point. I mean, he is very widely leading Haley in the polls. There was a Roanoke poll that came out, I believe, earlier this week, and it showed Trump leading Haley by a very wide margin. Of course, when it comes to the head-to-head matchup, hypothetically, between Biden and Trump, we're seeing Haley performing much better over Biden than Trump is. But of course, Haley has to get through that first hurdle, which is winning the Republican primary right now.